Okay, here we are with our boys. We have 4 boys in Duke and Daphne's litter that are all available for those that are on the picking list. I'm just going to go over male versus female real quick, their coats, personalities and size, and their colors. And then we'll move on to the girls. For our males, we do ask that they be neutered between 3 and 4 months old. That is plenty time. It's a perfect safe age. It does not damage them in the future. As we are ranchers, we castrate our bulls to have our steers get actually a better bone structure, things like that. So I know that some vets don't want to do it until 6 months old, and that is awesome, but those male hormones are going to set in, and that is when you could have possible marking, aggression, things like that. Exact same thing with our females. Our females will mark and they can have aggression if they are not spayed by 6 months old. So I would check with your vet, let them know that that is not only our requirement, our recommendation, but our requirement for our health warranty, that males must be neutered at that no later than 4 months old. Those male hormones, once they set in, even if they're neutered, you're gonna have some issues there. So we have not had any problem with marking with people that have followed our instructions. So just something to keep in mind. I would talk to your vet first before you settle in on deciding a vet, and get there and find out that they won't go with our recommendation. There's no health risk to doing it at that age. No problem at all. Probably an earlier, quicker recovery may make it cheaper. Your vet may not like to hear that. But anyway, so let's move on to colors. So our lightest in the litter is our dark green, followed by our yellow. And then kind of an equal creamy with apricot markings here is our dark blue and our brown. Dark blue and brown, their dark ears are going to stay dark. Brown has a little more on that dark front there. Most energetic of the litter is going to be our blue and green boys here. They are the smallest in the boys, and they are the friendliest though. They want to be with you. They are love muffins. They want to have everything to do with you. I would highly recommend our brown collar boy for our service, like our diabetic detection, autistic service dog right here would be awesome. Our most laid back is going to be yellow boy. Yellow boy has a little bit of shyness, not bad, not anything that is a scared shy, going to bark or growl or bite shy. He's just may not do well in a hospital setting. So for those who are servicing in a hospital setting, that may not work. He is going to be super sweet with anybody, especially little children. So he's going to work for any therapy or service, but I'm not sure about the hospital setting when you go in and you have all that banging and clanging. Of course, before they get to that point, it's a 3-year training course for that. So by 3 years, he certainly could be adjusted to that. Coats. We have 3 of our cotton coats. That's going to be our blue and our green and our yellow over here. They all have the cotton coat, which is beautifully soft, nice and wavy look, but does not shed. Little brown here has a cotton and fleece coat. So growing him out, he's going to be straighter. When you cut him, he's going to have a little more curl on there. You can see this curl right here. Any of these dogs can be made to look like a poodle. If the groomer does, the poodle do. We'll have our suggestions for you when you pick up your puppy as to how to groom them, to make sure that, and how to communicate with your groomer not to do a cut that has that poodle do. There's a little Q-tip top that they do, or any shaving. I see it quite often. Everybody wants to shave right here. When they get to, about 4 or 5 months old, it starts getting in their eyes. Trust me, they can see. Unless it's actually making their eyes water, they're fine. Just let that grow out and let that end up being heavy enough to lay down. Shaving all on the snout here, and especially right between the eyes, makes them look like a poodle, and it's an always shaved. That they'll never grow out to be that doodle that you wanted. And then sometimes we cut bangs right at the top. We never shave the top. We may trim a little bit, but that's just something that is my preference when you're looking for an actual Goldendoodle look. Sometimes I see the before and after pictures of Goldendoodles who have been groomed, and the groomers are so proud, and I'm like, I like the before better. So just a few tips there on our colors, our coat types. All of these are going to be good for asthma and allergies. Our best source for asthma is going to be here, brown. And any one of these is going to be good for any kind of therapy service. But as far as a clinical setting, I would highly recommend brown collar there and little green collar here. All right, we're going to move on to the girls now.